J-Drone here. This is the Holy Stone Predator 2. This is the Holy Stone Predator. They look much alike. This one does not have a camera. This one does have a camera. And there's a motor out on this. After flying it for only a couple times, there's a motor out. I'm not too happy about that. But this guy over here, which also resembles that, is the Hubsan X4. This is one of my favorite smalls. That's why I got this one, because small camera in the front. Small camera in the front. I like a small embodied camera. Super easy to take anywhere. Really quickly before we get to what we're going to do here. These generally come with a small 380, I believe. Let's see here. It is a 380. Yeah, 380 mAh. Junk. Even that one came with a small one. Go ahead and get you some aftermarket batteries that'll fit right in. Almost the same exact size. This one's just a little bit longer. Same width though. 500 mAh. Get you a little bit more flight time. So what we're going to do is, I have a crash kit for my Hubsan. I could take the guts out of that, put it in that. I'd still have to use the Holy Stone remote, which is right here. Which wouldn't be a bad thing, but I also have motors and I have extra bottom pieces. So I could completely rebuild this with the guts in there. But I think what we're going to try to do is just replace the motor that's blown out on this. How do you know if you have a motor blown out? Well, connect power to it like I did. You don't have to have it in body. We're not flying. Turn this on. Throttle up, down. And as you can see, there's also 2 LEDs burnt out. This is crazy. I do have LEDs for my crash kit somewhere. I'm not really too worried about the LEDs because I don't fly this at night because the lights aren't underneath, but not super awesome. 2 LEDs burnt out, 1 motor. There you go. See, it worked right away, then it cuts out. Let's see if I can get this on steady here so I can show you. Give it a little flick, it'll go. You don't want to fly like that. You get up high and that cuts out. This is coming down and you're crashing it. So we're going to pop this open and see what the inside looks like. So first thing we're doing is taking the propellers off. If you don't have one of these tools, my Hubsan did not come with one. Or the Hubsan came with one. The Holy Stone did not come with one. You're going to want to get one of these. I don't know that I can do this with one hand. Let's see. Maybe put my boot on it. Bam. You're going to want to get one of those. It fits right on the propeller. You don't have to play with anything. And we're going to get this last one off. And then we're also going to take this guard off, which just pops up, as you can see. And obviously the last one's not going to come off. As you can see here, we got some breakage too. But we're going to leave that off. I don't fly the Hubsan with it on, so we're going to leave it off if I decide to not transplant this and just change the motor. So we're going to take that off, then we're going to take the rest of the guard off. Now, very quickly, we are going to take these screws out. There's one on each arm. One right there, and one right there. Once you've done the arms, there is 2 more. There's one there, and there's also one on the opposite side in that hole. Okay, once open, you're going to have 2 shells. Your camera is up here, and this is the wire connected to your camera. Essentially, you could unscrew this and pop this out if you wanted to, so you're working here. Our blown motor, the blown motor is this one. So we're going to pop this out, and we're going to cut the wires really short here, just so I can connect the blue and red. That's the one we're going to be using. You want to match up same colors. So I can connect the blue and red ones and make sure this spins prior to doing any soldering. Okay, so we have our positive, and we have our negative. I have the wires bare, and we're going to strip these wires down, connect them, and see if they spin. Alright, so we have a propeller on it. We are going to take our controller, turn it on, throttle up and then down. Let's see if that propeller spins. That propeller does spin. So, bam, we have power, and we should be good to go then. Alright guys, if you can notice, my props are really shiny. I took these propellers off, which were stock. They're really, really flimsy. have no shine to them. These are not as flimsy. They're, where? Let's see. I have them somewhere. There. I have tons of extra propellers for my Hubsan because I love my Hubsan. So I figured, while we have this apart, we might as well put this together. When you put your propellers back on, especially if you're not going to use that cage, I don't even know where I put that cage there. If you're not going to use this cage on it, which I don't suggest you do unless you're flying inside, make sure you're gapped. There should be a gap there. Don't push that all the way down, otherwise you're going to get jello in your video. All right, let's see if this will fly. It'll fly. I can't really fly with one hand here. Alright, we're going to take this outside.